In the old days, when the world was still young and every whisper of the wind carried a story, there lived a girl named Nkem, in the fertile village of Umuko. Her beauty was so bright that even the lizards paused mid-crawl to watch her pass. Nkem, as she was fondly called, was born during the season of New Yam, and the elders said the gods had painted her with the golden touch of the sun. Her laughter could heal sorrow, and her steps made even proud men lower their gaze. But what made Nkem truly unforgettable were the waist beads. She wore tiny circles of color that glittered like trapped rainbows around her waist. When she walked, they sang softly like bells calling a spirit. No one knew where she got those beads from. Some said her late grandmother had given them to her before she died. Others whispered that Nkem had met a river goddess who blessed her with them in exchange for a secret promise. Whatever the truth was, everyone agreed on one thing: no man could see those beads and still think clearly. The young men of Umuko lost their senses whenever Nkem appeared at the market square. They stumbled over words, dropped baskets of yams, and forgot the difference between buying and selling. Even the village drummer missed his beats whenever she danced during festivals. The women gossiped endlessly. Some admired her grace, others spat behind her and muttered, "Beauty like that must come from a dark place." But Nkem only smiled, because she knew what her beads could do. One moonlit evening, a young man named Obinna returned from his farm, tired but proud of his harvest. He was not rich, but he had strong hands, a pure heart, and the quiet wisdom that comes from honest work. When Obinna's son came for the first time at the stream, she was washing her feet in the cool water, and the beads around her waist shimmered with the reflection of the moon. For a moment, he forgot his name. "Good evening, Nkem," he said shyly. She looked up, her eyes glimmering like wet coals, and replied, "Evening, farmer boy." That single moment was enough. His heart had chosen her. From that day, Obinna began to find reasons to visit the stream more often. He fetched water even when his pots were full. Each time, he greeted her with respect, and slowly, she began to smile at him. While others brought her gifts, bangles, fruits, and even fine cloth, Obinna brought her simple words and gentle laughter. And though she pretended not to care, she began to look for him every evening. The villagers noticed. "Obinna, are you mad?" his friends teased. "That girl will tie your soul with those beads. Haven't you heard the stories?" But Obinna only smiled. "I trust her heart," he said. "Not her ornaments." Nkem was not used to such kindness. All her life, men had worshipped her body but ignored her spirit. But Obinna was different. He asked about her dreams, her fears, and even her late grandmother's stories. For the first time, Nkem felt seen. Yet, deep in her heart, she feared that if he ever discovered the secret of her beads, his love would fade like smoke in the wind. Days turned to weeks, and their bond grew. They walked through the palm grove together, shared roasted corn, and laughed until the trees echoed their joy. One night, Obinna's mother's spirit visited him in a dream. She stood by his bed, her face calm but her voice heavy with warning. "My son," she said, "beware of what shines too brightly on a woman's waist. Not all beauty is born clean." When he awoke, cold sweat covered his body. He tried to shake off the dream, but his mother's words clung to him like wet cloth. For days, he watched Nkem closely, torn between love and fear. One evening, under the full moon, Obinna gathered courage. "Nkem," he said softly, "you say you love me. But can you love me without your beads?" Nkem's eyes widened. "What do you mean?" she asked. Obinna took her hands gently. "I want to see you without them, just once. I want to know the real you, not the one your beads create."